Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the salmon, the rune, Mannaz, and the Om, Idho, also known as the U. The salmon is a symbol of wisdom, perseverance, and the journey toward deeper understanding. In many traditions, the salmon is seen as a keeper of ancient knowledge. It travels long distances, swimming upstream against strong currents, returning to the place where it first began. This journey has long been a symbol of dedication, memory, and the search for truth. The salmon does not take the easy path. It moves against the flow, driven by instinct and purpose. Because of this, it represents the courage to follow a meaningful path, even when it requires effort or persistence. In life, the salmon may appear when you are being called to pursue something important, even if the path feels difficult. It may signal a time when learning, reflection, or personal growth requires patience and determination. The salmon reminds you that wisdom is not always found in the easiest places. Sometimes it is discovered through effort, experience, and the willingness to keep moving forward. The salmon teaches that the journey itself is part of the wisdom. Its reflection is this: perseverance along a meaningful path leads to deeper understanding. Mannaz is a rune of human connection, self-awareness, and shared experience. It represents the idea of the individual within the community, and the community within the individual. Mannaz reminds us that we are shaped by our relationships, our surroundings, and the people we encounter along the way. This rune is often associated with cooperation, empathy, and the understanding that no one grows entirely alone. It also carries the energy of self-reflection, encouraging you to look inward and understand your own thoughts, actions, and motivations. In everyday life, Mannaz may appear when relationships or social connections become important. It may signal a time to work together, to communicate openly, or to reflect on your role within a group. It can also represent a moment of self-discovery, when you begin to understand yourself more clearly. Mannaz reminds us that growth often happens through interaction, through the lessons we learn from others and the insights we gain about ourselves. Its reflection is this: understanding yourself and others brings clarity and connection. Idho. The U is a symbol of endurance, transformation, and the cycles of life and death. The yew tree is known for its long lifespan and deep symbolism. It has often been associated with graveyards, sacred spaces, and the passage between worlds. Because of this, it represents both endings and beginnings, the quiet transitions that shape the course of life. Idho is a symbol of deep resilience. The yew can live for centuries, sometimes growing new trunks from old roots. This ability to renew itself makes it a powerful symbol of transformation and continuity. In life, Idho may appear when you are moving through a period of deep change. It may signal the end of one phase and the beginning of another. It encourages patience, reminding you that transformation often happens slowly, beneath the surface. The yew does not fear the passing of seasons. It stands through them, rooted in the cycle of renewal. Its reflection is this: within every ending lies the seed of a new beginning. When we look at these three symbols together, the salmon, Mannaz, and Idho, a deep and reflective message begins to form. The salmon brings perseverance and the search for wisdom. Mannaz brings self-awareness and connection with others. Idho brings endurance and the cycle of transformation. Together, they suggest a time when personal growth is unfolding through both inner reflection and shared experience, guided by a deeper cycle of transformation. You may be on a journey that requires patience and effort, like the salmon swimming upstream. Along the way, your connections with others and your understanding of yourself play an important role. The salmon encourages you to stay committed to your path. Mannaz reminds you that your relationships and self-awareness are part of that journey. Idho assures you that even difficult transitions are part of a larger cycle of renewal. This combination carries a mood of quiet depth and steady transformation. It feels like standing beside an ancient river, watching the water flow, knowing that the journey continues, season after season. You're being asked to persevere, reflect on your connections, and trust the deeper cycles at work in your life. Today's reflection is this: through perseverance, self-awareness, and acceptance of life's cycles, wisdom quietly takes root. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.